What's up, everybody? It's your boy Moses, and back again in the studio. In today's video, I want to be showing you how you play arpeggios on all the 12 keys. Uh, it's gonna be in two parts. This video is gonna be for major scales, arpeggios, major scale, ascending arpeggios specifically on all the 12 keys. The fingerings that you use, there's a technique to it. In my opinion, I think there's a technique to it. I think there's a way you do it in a way where it's effective. And the speed to it. So I'm going to be showing you all the nuances, at least the way I do it. And I think you guys are going to love it. There's been a request for this video for a long time. A lot of you on the channel have asked, show us how you play your arpeggios, blah, 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 blah. And I've been trying to do this for a long time. So this is actually my official first piano tutorial on YouTube. I shy away from doing tutorials because I don't really feel like, I think there's a lot of other people that can do tutorials better, but you guys have asked and I don't want to keep stalling. I want to really share my knowledge. It's one of the reasons why I have the channel and the community to share the knowledge with you guys. So if you guys don't mind my own way of doing arpeggios, this is how I do it, and I hope you're going to love it. So let's get straight into it. I think it is more of your fingering, your finger positioning really on the keyboard. We're going to be talking about all the 12 keys. I'm going to be showing you how I play the arpeggios on all the 12 keys, and then we take it from there. All right. So I have the piano, a simple piano right here. All right, that's an arpeggio right there that I just did. So this is how I do it. Let's start from the key of C, right? It says C. This is my major scale, right? Right. Now we got my major, my regular ninth chord, right? My regular, let's just say my regular chord, right? So I'm just adding the 2. If I go all the way to the 7th and I add a 2 over the C, right, becomes a 9. But if I take out the 7, it's just a 2, right? So we have C major adding the 2nd, right? So now let's bring this 5. Let's bring it down and invert this chord. This chord right here. Let's bring the 5, right? This G, let's bring it down here. Still the same chord. But now let's break it down. Let's now do. All right. Now I'm doing arpeggio. I'm arpeggiating these 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's an arpeggio. Now, if I do that over different octaves, now it becomes like an ascending arpeggio. That's what it becomes, right? You guys, pardon me. I'm not warm. I literally just came back from the office to shoot this video. So, pardon any mistakes, but I want to share this knowledge with you. I'm really excited about this. So now getting back into this, right? That's the arpeggio. Now this, let me break it down again. Hmm? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You remember your fingering when you play your major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? That's our fingering. Remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. But bring the 1 down here and bring 2, 3, 4 here. So the last one I'm doing here is One, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. Right, you got it? So, Oh, my bad. Right? So that's one way we do it. We could also do, this is a major scale, just a major 2. We could also do a suspended chord, right? A sus2 chord, right? So you've heard this in a lot of gospel records, where you hear just only, instead of me doing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, it will become just 2 1 2, right? 1 2 3, or rather I want to say 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, something like that. That's another way people do it. People just do a sus2 arpeggio, right? Makes sense? Really easy. Instead of a major chord with an art2, some people do sus2. So this takes a while. You practice it because you want your fingers to be familiar with it. I prefer the major chord with the art2, right? All right, that's on C. There's one more variation we do. We can do the pentatonic arpeggio, which is your pentatonic scale is just your 1 2 3 5 6, right? Do re mi sol la sa mi re do. That's your pentatonic. We could do that as an arpeggio as well. But when we're trying to do this, you see that's 5 notes and we have 5 fingers. But for the sake of some people can do it, I don't do the 5 notes with just one hand. What I do is this, which is one of a really cool way, and I'm going to be showing you guys on the other keys. I use a pivot finger on my second hand. On my other hand, I pivot the note, the arpeggio, on a note. So if I want to do an arpeggio, a pentatonic arpeggio, for example, right? Which is this. That's difficult for me to kind of do. It's not going to be clean. So what do? I pivot, I borrow a finger here. So I start my note. Right? So la do da dee, so la do da dee. So that's what I'm trying to do. With my sustain, of course, held down, right? You can see that sustain holding down. So we start. That's another way you do it. That's in the key of C. So let's go to F. We're going to be going in the circle of fifth. Let's go to F. The same thing we just did here. The same fingers, right? 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. And C, same thing. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 3 2 1 5. That's what we're trying to do here. All right, same fingering. If you want to do the pentatonic, if you want to do the sus2, same thing. All right, or you could do the pentatonic as well. All right, very simple, right? So that is the pentatonic, the major 2, the major chord add 2, and of course the sus2 as well. Let's go to B flat. We're going in circle of fourth. This is how I like to practice. I'll do something on C, move it to F, move it to B flat, in circle of fourth like that. So now let's go to B flat. We're in B flat, right? So how do we do this in B flat? It's getting interesting now. So we go this way. All right, so the same fingering we were doing here. But now we are adding black keys to it now. So it gets interesting, it gets tricky, it takes much practice now, right? Because our fingers, this finger has to go up a little bit instead of the way we had it here. Now we're having it this way, right? So, right? Uh-oh. Or we could do this. We could do the pentatonic, right? On this pentatonic now, I'm not going to pivot on the white key. I'm going to pivot on the black key. So when you are doing any pentatonic run or arpeggio on anything that has to do with black keys, I would always advise to use the black key or use one of the black keys as a pivot. I will show you more example as we go on in the keys, right? So I will use one of the black keys as the pivot on my left hand because it's easier for me to run my arpeggio by pivoting on the black keys. Okay, so I will do this. Right, you see the way that sounded, right? There's no way I'm gonna try to do that if I'm pivoting on the white key, right? I'm trying to do this. It's just not going to be clean. I'm giving you what works, really. I can do this. If you can do it and it works for you, that's fine. You can make it work. But I typically just like this one where I pivot on the black keys, right? Use this finger, this finger right here, or you could use this finger, right? Whatever works for you, I use either. You tend to go faster as well when you pivot on the black keys. Your arpeggios tend to be very fast. Right, you could go that way. That's B flat, right? And then we have the major, right? Same way. And then this sus2, right? Make it slow it down. Always start slow when you are learning this, right? Remember, start slow and then you can take it up. Right? Pivot, always very clean. Sometimes when you see keyboardists play this, you'll be like, what are they doing? It's sounding like someone is just pouring water. Someone is pouring water somewhere, and it sounds really nice. So I like arpeggio so much. Let's move on to the next key. We're going to E flat next, or D sharp. We're coming from A sharp or B flat for those who will crucify me for calling it B flat. Now we're going to E flat or D sharp. So now for this key now, again, the same concept. Now this one, it's difficult to want to do this move. You remember here? This 1, 2, 3, 4, right? On or this one. These ones are easy. Now it becomes hard for you to do this. You could do this as a chord, but when you want to do this as an arpeggio, it's just a little more difficult because your hand is kind of clustered in a funny way. So how do we approach this? We'll do this again by the concept of pivoting, right? I'll pivot one of the black keys on my left hand and I'll take it from there. So I can pivot the actual one and do this, right? 1. You see? That's one, or we could do the pentatonic. Right? All right, you got the idea? Really easy, guys. Again, start slowly and then you get it, and then you build it fast from there. All right, and then if you want to do, I typically honestly don't do the major sus2 on the sus2 arpeggio on E flat, because again, my hand just gets jammed. So if I want to just arpeggiate on E flat, I had to just do, or I just do the major. Oh, no. Oh, you see that pinky right here? All right. All right, that one right there, it makes sense. You can hand it on the 1, starting it on the 1, or you can hand it on the 5. Okay, now let's move it on to A flat, G sharp. All right, again, this one again, we're going to pivot. Actually, on E flat, there's one more variation I didn't show you. I showed you this one, right? Where you start on the 1. Or you can also start on the 5. You can also pivot on the 5, right? You can use any of these black keys right here to just do your pivot, right? And then you do this. All right. Easy peasy. Really easy, guys. Let's go to A flat. Again, now on this one too, we're going to pivot. We could also use the concept of, when I was showing you on E flat, like you could do this, right? So la do de ding. On E flat, we could use the same concept now for A flat, because this is my A flat pentatonic, right? This is my A flat pentatonic, but I could use the concept from E flat, right? My E flat pentatonic, I can take that one and just take this note and just take it up. This becomes my A flat pentatonic. Now, and then we do the same arpeggio we were doing in E flat. But now we're doing it in A flat. All right? That's how I'll do it. Really easy. Now we pivot on this. We can also pivot on the 5, right? We can also pivot on, we pivoted on the 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. We can also pivot on the 5 and 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Right? Let me break it down. Right? That's how we do it. A flat. And then if you want to do the sus2, if you want to do just the sus2, you can do the sus2 easily on this one. Right? Or we could do just the major chord with the addition of the 2, right? Then again, we pivot our left hand on the 2, and then we do this. Re mi so do. All right, that pivots our hand on the 2 here. Oh, I don't want to go to the 6, but you get it. Let's take it to A flat. We've done A flat now, right? Sorry, yeah, we're going to C sharp next, or D flat. So for D flat, we can do our sus2. I'm still not warm yet. What's going on? All right, we got it. So these are the only 3 fingers I'm using. These 3 fingers, those are the one I'm using. So now for our major chord with the addition of the 2, we're gonna be pivoting my 2 on my left hand, and I'm gonna arpeggiate the rest. So this is my chord, right? Right? Or we can add a 6 to that same thing. Right? Re mi sol la do. I hope it's clear, guys. Really easy. So or we could do this. Every time I tend to pivot my hand, one hand on the left hand, and go with the other, I tend to be more cleaner. That's what I've just found out over the years, and that's why I like to use my pivot fingers with my left hand, right? It's just more cleaner than using one hand, because one hand tends to just jam when it's by itself. This is like having a partner to follow it in my head. It feels like there's a partner following it and guiding it to stay in place. But if this is all by himself or by itself, there's a possibility that it jams, unless again I gotta master this, or you gotta master this. But if not, always use a pivot finger and you tend to sound more clean. Easy. Let's go on to the next circle of 4th, which is going to be on our F sharp G flat, right? This one is the easiest one, I would say. When you hear musicians do this a lot, right? That is easy, but we want to be more cleaner than that. So we start with the major chord with the addition of 2, right? So the same way we had this on C, on F, on B flat, we could apply it here too, because everything is right on top on the black keys. So my hand is not going to jam inside of the white and black keys, right? So I can have everything right on top, the same way I have it here. Okay, so we could do that, or we could do this else too. All right, or we could do the pentatonic. So we're gonna pivot again. Like I said, every time I'm doing 5-note arpeggio, I'm pivoting on my left hand. So what are we gonna pivot here? We can choose to pivot the 5. Really, it just depends on what really works for you on F sharp, in my opinion. You can pivot on F and just have this, right? But some people can pivot on the 3. Right? All right. First one was, oh, sorry. Right. So it just, whatever works for you. But I would rather pivot on the 5 and the 3, right? Some people pivot on the 2 too. You could do that, right? You just have this. But my pinky tend not to be very strong on the black keys sometimes. So that's why I choose something where I can pivot here so that I can use this other hand to do the other notes, right? Anything that frees up my pinky. Or my 3. Pivot on the 3. Okay. That's F sharp, guys. That's F sharp. Let's take it on to B major. All right. B is also very easy. We could do this, but this time around, instead of starting our arpeggio on the 5, if we start here, there's a possibility that our hand, this hand is going to jam because we're going in between the black and the white keys. Yeah, if you do it well enough, if you practice well enough, you get it. But there's a possibility it's going to jam. So what do? You can actually just do this the way when you play your major scale on the key of B, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Start this arpeggio on this right here and do this. Or let's pivot again. All right, first one was right, this hand. All right. Or we could do, okay, pivot on the 5, which is your F sharp. Go with this. That's it. Always clean. Pivot makes it easy. If we want to add if I want to add our 6 to it and make it a pentatonic arpeggio, now we can pivot on the 6 and do this. Right? Always sweet. I just cannot do without this pivot. Oh. All right, we get the idea. Let's move on to the next one. E major, right? E. So when we're in the key of E, we can do it just like the way we did C and F and this guy and this guy, and then we could just do it here. And we go like this. But again, when we have white keys and black keys, there's a possibility our hand always jams. So we do what? We pivot. But that's not an excuse not to practice this, because you may want to use your left hand to do other things, right? So you can just start with this. All right, now let's try and add a pivot. Where are we going to pivot from? We could choose to pivot from the 3 and do this 3, 5, 6, 1, 2. Okay? Okay? That's one. I don't pivot here and kind of do this. I don't like to do this on because it's another problem. Pivot on this one, go with this, you'll be fine. You can also pivot on the 6 and play this 6, 1, 2, 3, 5. All right. Or you don't even have to add the 6 to it. Just pivot on 3 and do this. Right? Right? See that? Uh-oh. We got it really easy. Let's move on. I want to make this video really fast. Now A right here. We got hey, the same concept. We got black keys. We got just one black key and other white keys, right? This should be easy. So we go right. Now let's pivot. How do we pivot this one? I can start it on the 3 again. So you could do this. And then you move it up. Right, so or you could do that where you just do this. You remember? Or you could do this. So sweet, so sweet. Always pivot. It makes your arpeggio very clean. Now let's go to the next key of D, right? Same concept, guys. Same concept. You see, that's why I go on circle of it, because they are very similar. But now you can see my hand is trying to jam because I didn't practice enough. So let's go to this one. So let's cheat a little bit with our pivot again, right? We could pivot and just do this. Our regular. So we could do this. Always very sweet. It's like this guy has a twin brother following him up and down. So always make it grounded. It pivots it. So we gotta, let's do the pentatonic one. Oh, let's do the sus2 one. Or we could do the pentatonic, this is the sus2 one. We could do the pentatonic one and pivot on the 3. Again, like I said, I always pivot on the black key because it helps to ground everything, and every other thing is kind of like this. Okay? Pentatonic on D pentatonic arpeggio. We got that. Let's move on to the last but not the least key, the key of G. Easy peasy, right? We shouldn't need to pivot on this one because it's all white keys. But if you want to pivot, you can find a note that works for you. You can start on the 1. All right. So it's not easy to actually pivot when everything is actually on the white keys. That's just so you know. You can pivot on any key if you want to. It's just not easy. It's just not as smooth. So just try to learn everything on one hand. You can do this off 2-1. So once you practice this on all keys, the application will be so nice. You can be playing a song on the key of D, right? You are more than able. Oh, and then I'll do this. It's because I could do it on G and at the same time on D. So any key, if I practice this arpeggio on all my 12 keys, don't just do it on your favorite C or F or whatever your favorite is. Do it on all the keys. It opens door for you to do arpeggios on anywhere, on any key you find yourself, on any chord progression you find yourself. Let's say you're in the you're in the key of whatever, E flat, right? D sharp, right? You are more than able. I could do. But if anything takes me to the 5, you see that? Because I have the knowledge of the B flat arpeggio where we did, right? Or we pivoted on the 1. Right, on my A flat, you remember we could pivot on the 5 or on the 2. So something takes me from that's it, and then takes it to the 5. And if anything takes me to the major 2, all right, and takes me back to the major 3, for example, or anything takes me here for whatever reason, that's how we do it. I hope you learned something in this video, guys. If you enjoyed, if you've grabbed something, share with somebody, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Really great things are gonna be coming. I'm trying to do more tutorials. Please encourage me by liking, by pushing this to other people to see it, and I'll see you in the next one. If you want more explanation, ask question in the comment section. I'll be glad to answer your questions. And we're gonna be talking next time. We're gonna be talking about the minor chord arpeggios. This is just all major chord arpeggios. We got minor chords. So let's say like we're in the key of E flat, right? Right? This is my 6. The arpeggios for the main minor chords as well. This is my 6. This is my 2. Right? You see all of that? Those are minor chords and they have their own arpeggios as well. We could do that as well on other keys. If you want that video, let me know in the comment section and I'll try to make something happen. I really appreciate all your support, all your effort. Thanks for encouraging me. Now it's time for me to go to bed and prepare for the next work day. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers. Bye, guys.